Hello my guys, welcome to the channel today. We're going to do a short video, hopefully, on which meta ship should you pick to do first and why it's the Profundity. So there are four metrics, basically, if you will, that I think you should be looking at when you try to decide which of these galactic legend ships if you want to get first, which is the Executive, Profundity, or the Leviathan. First is when you should get it. The second is which characters you need to actually unlock it. The third is what levels you need to get them to. And the fourth, perhaps is the most important, but maybe not, is what can it actually do when you unlock the ship both at 4-star and maybe like 5, 6-star and then 7-star eventually, right? So the first thing is at what point should you get in? This is a general one. As soon as possible. They will help you get into the top 50 of, or if not top 20 of your fleet arena, and that is crystals every single day. And when it comes to Grand Arena, they are far more powerful than a Galactic Legend character. A Galactic Legend ship, which is basically what we're talking about, is so much more difficult to work around than, say, Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine, or Jedi Master Luke. I can 3 or 4 shot Luke if I need to, because you have so many more characters than you do have ships. Ships, you get 2 shots basically, and that's all your fleet spare, like your spare fleets are gone, right? So Galactic Legend ship, definitely the way forward. Now, number two, what characters do you actually need to unlock them? If we look at each of these listings, they're basically arranged in the same way, which you need about 14 characters or ships mixed together to unlock them. And to my mind, the Profundity wins in this quite easily. The Executor has decent enough characters, right? These are all fine, there's nothing wrong with difficult, and they're all double drops or unlocked from a store, so they're all fine. The real failing in the Executor comes in the Razor Crest, because to get the Razor Crest, you need Proving Grounds nowadays. Well, that's a pain in the butt already, because it only comes around once every 3 weeks or so, unless you want to spend 2,200 crystals to get another 20 shards, and even still, that's going to take a while. And on top of that, you still need to have Best Commando as well to make this ship work. And to get Best Commando, you need 5 other characters. You need Quill, IG-11, Cara Dune, Reef Karga, and of course normal Mando. And I really need all those like about gear 11, 10, 11, at least will do, which doesn't sound like a lot, but they're all Karatech characters, which is a bit of a pain. Spending more Karatechs than you need. It's always sucky, right? So the executive is not terrible, but that bit there certainly does slow things down. Right? On the flip side, the Leviathan is like the complete like end degree like of this, because Darth Revan, you need to have 5 characters from the Republic specifically to unlock him. Darth Malak, you need 5 from Darth Revan and the 5 from Jedi Knight Revan. And you also need to then get currency to unlock him from 5-star to 7-star as well. That all sucks. And then, provided you get those 2, you still need to get Darth Malgus, who's a conquest character, hard enough as it is again. And then you need the Fury class interceptor, and that's not even available right now, right? So the Scythe is currently the thing that's available through conquest mode. You can't even get the interceptor. If I click on it, right? There are no place unless I think you can probably buy with crystals, right? No, oh yeah, crystals, and you can get it with this currency too. Quite frankly, that is an insanely slow level, right? I mean, that's going to cost me a huge amount to get it. So Leviathan, even further away than the Executive. However, the Profundity, it's like obviously this is the point of the video, right? Each of these characters is farmable, right? There's not a single character who or ship that you can't get easily. On top of that, and so it's even better, these two, Witch and Biggs, you kind of need to get Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. Rebel Wiring, you need to get Jedi Master Luke. The Outrider, you need to get Jabba the Hutt. Mon Mothma, you need for Jedi Master Luke. And Dash Rendar, you need for Jabba the Hutt. So actually, 6 of the requirements are needed for GLs anyway. So it kind of doubles up pretty nicely, right, to actually get the whole time. I would say there's also another minor thing which is not very obvious in it, perhaps, but Radis, Cassian, Jin, Bistan, and then one other character from Rogue One makes a whole new team. So basically, you're given a team that you probably won't have leveled otherwise, because you're going to have level Sith and Sith Empire, right? So the Leviathan, those characters, I've already leveled all of those to Relic 5, right? Or in the context of the Executive, right? Those bounty hunters, you might have leveled them already because you've got a bounty hunter team already separately. Here, there's actually, you have to level them, but you get an extra bonus team, right? Which you wouldn't have normally had. And Radis is pretty good in actually in Grand Arena, especially if you've got his Omicron, which leads nicely onto the requirements in terms of gear. And This is probably the only failing of the Profundity, which is that Radis does need Relic 9. I try not to choke on my own spit. Relic 9 for Radis now. Everything else, Relic 8, Relic 7, Relic 5, whatever, and then stars. The Executor only needs Relic 8 maximum. Leviathan needs multiple Relic 9. So we're just going to discount the Leviathan again, because that's by far the hardest. One Relic 9. Now, I know already you guys are probably like, dude, one Relic 9, that's still way further than one Relic 8. So if we just take Jabba the Hutt, he needs to get to Relic 8. Or we should do that at some point soon. You can see that he needs these two in particular, they're the special ones, right? The impulse detectors, which you get from either guild soul currency, crystals, or you can do with the scavenger. Any of those fine. You can even spend money too if you really want to, right? But you don't really need to. These things will all do for you as it is. Then the aero magnifiers again, guild currency, and gems. You can't do the scavenger this time. They try and restrict that one a little bit to try and encourage you to do more guild work, I guess. And if I use just Kylo Ren because he needs to get to Rock 8, so he's got the extra bits here at the top. So you've got the droid brains. So the droid brains you can only get really through territory wars, and that's probably the biggest drawback of a Relic 9 one. You can't spend crystals on them too. It's not cheap. To get one Relic 9 character, you need 20 droid brains. 20 droid brains, and then you can do the math yourself. 5 is 1500. That means you need 6,000 crystals. That's not cheap. I get that one. But if you can get yourself into a Territory Wars guild, that's not too bad. And then these ones are just done again by guild currency. So again, these ones here, they're more expensive, obviously, don't get me wrong. And you can also exchange them for scavenger bits there. Don't get me wrong, they are more expensive. Progressively, the impulse detectors versus the magnifiers versus the, what is it called again? Gyro keypads. But they're all done by currency. So, it's really only the draw brains that are hard one. And at worst case, it's 6,000 crystals. At best case, though, you get a territory battle, territory war team, and they can pull you through. And as you can see, I have like 100. They just accumulate over time. So, to me, Relic 8 to Relic 9 is not a massive push. Relic 9 requires 2 extra pieces, but one of them is guild currency anyway. So, I'm just really pushing the Leviathan right now. One is guild currency now anyway, which you only need for the Relic 8 material. So it's not like that one is anything special. It's really just the droid brains. And if you can either disable the crystals for one character at 6,000, or you can just get yourself into a Territory Wars alliance that can unlock droid brains through defeats, right? Because if it's over, I think it's at 280 million GP, you can get them through defeat anyway. Maybe it's 300 million GP. I'm sure someone will correct me about that at some point. But you can get them quite easily. Now, the last thing is how it performs, right? Because everyone is like, it's a bit like a rock paper scissors affair, right? Because like the Executor is a great defensive ship, the Profundity is a great defensive ship. Sometimes the Leviathan is a great defensive ship. Let me see if I actually see all 3 of the ships here at once. I can never get them all. Okay, I'm going to get 2 at once, aren't I? And yeah, okay, there we go, all 3 at once. Excellent. Shocking, right? You can't plan these things when you write these videos. The Executor can beat the Profundity on attack. The Executor can kind of beat the Leviathan. I think it struggles, though, from what I've seen. I don't know. I haven't done that fight, so I don't really know that one. The Executor is also susceptible to the Finalizer. And honestly, it's susceptible to the Negotiator with the Marauder and to the Malevolence. A bit risky, the Malevolence one. The Profundity is strong against the Leviathan. The Profundity is strong against the Executor. The Profundity is strong against itself, quite frankly. If it's a higher star one, if you're controlling it, you're cleverer than the AI, you should be able to win against a 7-star Profundity if you do it right. Usually, like you need a little bit of luck because obviously the Profundity is partly based on RNG of how many assists you get, but provided you have a little bit more sense in the computer, you should win that one. It's harder to beat the Profundity with so you can beat it with the Executor, you can beat it with the Leviathan. Can you beat it with other teams? You can beat it with the Negotiator with the Marauder now. You can kind of beat it with with Tarkin. It's not easy at all. You need the Scythe, which again is a conquest ship, and you need Grand Inquisitor, which is a legendary character. So again, it's like you need to. The thing about the Profundity, right, is we've got the Millennium Falcon here, which is it's probably the first ship you unlock, just about, or second ship you unlock, as in terms of like legendary ships. And then these two, which you're going to get anyway to get the ship unlocked. So it's not like you need extra things in the same way as say the Malevolence would need, or the Negotiator would need to fight against it, or like I said, Tarkin needs at the side. And then the Leviathan again, likewise, the Leviathan can beat the Executive. The Leviathan can beat the Profundity. The Leviathan I think can beat itself. Those mirror matches seem to be pretty messy from what I've seen. The Leviathan kind of stands up okay in defense to everything else. Does seem to be also be beaten by the Negotiator with the Marauder. That seems to be like a silver bullet that can at least break teams. Can't necessarily win all of them, but you can certainly break up lineups. So we're gonna go into one of these battles. Which one should we do? And you know what? Let's do this one. This one's probably going to be the worst one. So let's do this one. Obviously, we'll do the worst one because if we can do this one, then well, let's just do this. This is where it ruins my video, right? Because I do it and then I fail, and I'm like, oh my goodness me, well, I'm gonna have to cut the video bit of the match out. I'm gonna have to like copy over the bit now. Just to go for the Executive. The Executive one's a very comfortable one because I do that literally every day to climb an arena. Because Executives are trivial to beat with the Profundity, quite frankly. Whether they're 7-star or 5-star, 6, whatever the stars to me, man. Okay. Weird looking ship, doesn't it? There's a big hole in the middle. I never understood it properly. Okay, we go first. We don't have the same bit. However, I'm still going to do this because I still want to get the critical damage up, and I want to get the reinforced hull for the tank. There you go. So we need to get someone out. Let's see how this works. Can we get some? Can we not break the game? Can we get something going here, guys? Let's just wiggle. Okay. Can we just do this? Okay, nice. Not bad so far. Not shocking. It's going to hurt a little bit. That's going to hurt when we eventually take it in. I love the animations for the Leviathan. Don't get me wrong. Super love them. Ow. I love when my game is like, I've got to compute the damage. Okay. I need to get through him real quick. Because I need to stop these thermal detonators right now. Let's just send it. Does that actually override? Yeah, it does. Okay, almost there. Oh, he just did a heal thing. Oh. Okay, we're probably going to lose the Profundity soon. Oh. Yeah, see that. It's like we're almost there, guys. Okay, let's do that. Get rid of the buffs. Yep. And then we'll do the. Okay, that was the first life gone, wasn't it? But now he doesn't have a second life, so that's always good. Ow. Okay. Yeah, I really could do with the Bad Batch actually. So I was just thinking the Bad Batch would be nice with Plan 99. Be really nice in this fight. Yeah, all these days really do suck in this fight, don't they? Can we get something going on here? Does that cleanse as well or not? Yeah, let's do that. We'll get some Terminator going at least. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll get some nice counterattacks from him at least. Let's cleanse that up. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. He's probably going to destroy my ship now, isn't he? Oh no, we're fine. Okay, we're fine. Oh, I thought we were done for with that one there. Okay, we might still be okay then. I was convinced we were screwed. I was like, oh, we're stuck on 99%. Just as he's going to do the ultimate. Now it does help that he's only a 4-star, so maybe at a 7-star match we probably would have been done for that. Okay, he's almost done. Is this gone? And remember, our ship is now slow because he destroyed our engine. Oh, there goes that guy. Okay, there goes that guy doing counterattack. There goes that. Okay, and now we should be able to rock and roll a bit, right? Because we just got rid of his ship, and now they all have whatchamacallit, stranded. Whoop. There we go. I mean, So no, the thing is, when the Profundity first came out as a 4-star, it was blitzing through everybody. It was blitzing through 7 stars. I could do a 7-star executive fight straight up, just like that, no problem at all. 4-star what's Leviathan? Sorry, get confused with the ships here. Cannot burn through my Profundity, which is hilarious, because my Profundity is 4-star. So it's like, okay. Um, I like the animations though. I'll give him that. Whoa, he's kind of broken there. Okay, let's just do that. Don't know what happened in there. Go to him. And that, it is taking a minute. Oh, that's for sure. But you can see here, it doesn't matter if you've got the Leviathan, it doesn't matter if you've got the Executor, it doesn't matter if it's a Profundity mirror match, the Profundity burns through them all. And that's my not the best Profundity fighting against the meta ship. So I would always recommend Profundity first. I think it's the best ship. I think it's the best requirements. I think that it also has the best balance of leveling as well in the requirements, and is really, really trivial to use. Like, you don't even need to think to do that kind of thing, right? There's literally no skill in that. So get the Profundity, works like a charm. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all next time.